New members here, new people that are new. I know we have two over there. If you would stand and give us your history in 30 minutes. No. Just who you are, where you're from.
My name is Greg Gleed. I live in Cartersville, and I belong to the Nat Green chapter, but I've actually never been to a TU meeting, so this is actually my first one.
Great.
I'm Grace, my son, and we do a lot of fishing together, and this is our first TU meeting, and this is more convenient. We're going to Nat Green, we're going to switch over.
Good. Great. Thanks. Anyone else? If you, okay. Doctor.
No, Larry. I was waiting for Larry, sorry.
Okay, I'd like to remind you, if you weren't here last month, excuse me, Michelle put out a brand new website. If you haven't had a chance to look at it. Actually, Roy was asked to bring his PC and show the website off at his meeting in Florida with the Project Healing Waters groups and some other people from TU. So you're going to get a lot of exposure and maybe some business. Maybe, who knows. Okay, any comments on that? And who looked at the website? Frank, you were the first one.
Yeah, it was so easy to use. I looked at other websites, other TU websites, and they were, where's that, where's this?
Right.
Also, I transitioned from she obviously not got to it yet. And so it was kind of like the old site.
Oh, okay.
I saw your old site, and then it was like, I turned back to it, a couple weeks later, it was,
Yeah. The old site, is that still up? Is the old site, that's gone?
No, it's been a couple of months, but I'm just saying.
Oh, good, yeah. It's like night and day.
Yeah, I'm talking about a couple of months now.
And I don't know, if anybody get a chance to delve into it, look at some places to go fishing or go to some of the other screens. It's really good. So again, Michelle, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Want to let everybody know that we do now have a new vice president, and it's Gene Pope, who's usually here with Allie, but I'm not sure what's happening. But Gene has accepted the position of vice president, so we welcomed him at our board meeting last time. Actually, maybe I'll hold off this next announcement in a second. Conservation Committee, Jerry. I'm going to ask Jerry Knapp to come up and talk a little bit about the conservation.
Put on your calendar, May 14th, we're going to go up to the Ararat and do a little stream clean. There should be t-shirts available, we'll have lunch, I don't know what we're going to have, and should be plenty of time to fish because they probably put the fish in probably, I'd say 8 days before we go up there and do the stream clean. And for those of you that haven't been up to the Ararat lately, way down by the soccer fields, they've got a new bridge going in so that they can stop all the way on down to 52. I was up there today, I took a look at it, they're working on it feverishly. I see that. And I was up there about a week ago, and that stream was a good cleaning again. There's plenty of stuff around.
Stay up there for a second. I wanted to make this announcement because I didn't want to service you. We're going to try, our next monthly meeting is going to be at the Camel City barbecue. For those of you who were here last month, you know we had the difficulty. I stopped by this afternoon and spoke to the manager here just to say that we did have the difficulty and if he could improve things. Unfortunately, we don't have as many people that were here last month, but still, we're going to go to the Camel City barbecue. We're going to have information on our website about it and directions and so forth. Okay, we'll continue that in a moment. Okay, we'll wait for. Okay, so that's. Then there's going to be another stream clean in October, but May 19th, right?
May 14th.
May 14th.
Saturday, May 14th. And it should be, if I'm not mistaken, Michelle, Michelle, you're gonna have on the website where you can sign up for this. There'll be a place on the website to sign up for that street cleanup, et cetera, so we have a good number, we know who's coming. And we've also got next month's meeting where you can sign up here to go to it. Again, it's May 14th, it is a Saturday, the Saturday after Mother's Day.
What's the name of
Ararat, Mount Airy, it's in the Greenway in Mount Airy.
it? Okay, go back to the Camel City Barbecue. We won't choose the menu. We'll have a buffet, and I'll let you.
Okay, basically, Tiffany, who's running this, she will be there to explain everything that's going on. But the first night, we're gonna have barbecued chicken, barbecue pork, baked beans, potato salad, regular coleslaw, barbecue coleslaw, buns, sweet and unsweet tea. There's gonna be a bar off to the side, so you don't even have to go out of the room. It's $12.50 per person. We have a separate entrance where you walk in, you get your name tag. Once you got your name tag, you pay your money, you go over, everything's in this room.
And you walk up to the bar yourself and get whatever you drink.
And that's where you'll buy, that's where you will pay for the meal, it's right there at the bar. You don't even have to leave the room, everything is gonna be right there. And then Tiffany also said that we can make some changes in the future if we want to continue there. And she goes and said she'll explain all this to everybody the first evening.
And then we'll see how everything works out. For those of you who have been here several times, you know.
Same time.
Same time, yes. We say,
Just
check
a
the
different
website.
channel.
Yep, different channel. Okay, next item, we, again, on the April 8th, 9th, and 10th is the Balsam Lodge trip. Right now, we have 17 people signed up for it. So that means that there is a, hello. That's $10 into the kitty for not shutting off your phone. Like church. No texting, no phone calls during services. Or you pay the bill. So we have room for 19 people, meaning there are 3 couches, 2 couches are taken up, so there's 1 bed and 1 couch available. If we have more people than that, and you bring a cot, there's enough room for cots and so forth. In about a week and a half, 2 weeks, I'll put the menu together and send it out to the people. If you're interested, you can go to the website and sign up, or you can email me, but please email me if you're coming so that I can get you on a list to make the assignments. So again, that's April 8th, 9th, and 10th. Okay. The board met, and the board has decided to hold a fundraiser in the fall. Rusty Barrier has offered to chair this event, and Sam Stitcher and Matt O'Brien have agreed to be on the committee for this event. We will need more volunteers to help to make this successful. We are depleting some of our funds that we've had in the bank, etc. So, and we haven't had a fundraiser in a while to look at that. So, if you're interested, you'll be hearing from Rusty more about that in the future. Anything you want to say about it this time, Rusty?
Anybody who's willing to chip in and help, get it done.
And more than likely, we will have it at the Elks Club on Griffith Road, because that's, Jane has continued her membership there. We can get a discount for using it, and that's where our Project Healing Waters meeting is held.
Do we have a date for that?
We have to check on their availability.
October 18th, 19th, and 20th. It's a 3-day event. No, I'm kidding. No, we'll get that done. So thanks, Rusty, and thanks, Sam, and thanks, Matt, for doing that. I see Don. Don, can you give us an update with TIC?
Sure can. All schools are doing well. We're gearing up for the trout release. May 6th and 9th, Friday and Monday. And we really need some volunteers for Friday. I mean, really need some volunteers, so,
And
Is
why do we need
anybody-
volunteers for Friday?
I've got 4 schools, 4 high schools coming to Stone Mountain. We've never had that many schools at one time up there. I was just on the phone with one of my teachers. We're trying to make some plans. Getting that many buses in there, you know, those of you that've been there, is gonna be a task. So but I really need some volunteers to, just help supervise all of these kids. We've never had a child hurt up there. We had a child get off and do some strange things one day, but he went up the mountain, and those who are familiar with that area, you can climb way up Stone Mountain. He got up onto a rock and got himself in a little bit of trouble up there, but that was many years ago. Besides that, we never had a kid hurt. And the reason is because of you that have helped us. So come and just help the kids stay out of the water when they're electroshocking. Some of the ones, especially some of the girls that are very petite, you know, we don't want them to fall down and go under if the water's swift. Some years the water can be pretty swift up there. Some years it's not. As you guys fish know, that it can change. So I really need some help.
Is that May 6th?
Is that what your day is?
It's May 6th, Friday, May 6th, and then Monday, May 9th.
Yeah, Monday, May 9th, I'm only going to have probably 2 schools, middle schools coming. And I need help then too, but there'll only be about 100 kids there then. But on Friday the 6th, we're probably looking at 200, 250 students, plus volunteers. There's going to be 3 events going on. NC Wildlife sends a biologist there, and how remember Ghostbusters from years ago, right? Guy with the wands. This guy looks like the Ghostbusters. He's got an electroshocker on his back, and they shock the water, bring the fish up, put them into a pail, teach the students about different kinds of fish that are in the water. The Park Service has people there that do invertebrate sampling. They have kick nets, and they get invertebrates out of the water and teach the kids about these different kinds of invertebrates. And some are indicators of poor water quality, and some are indicators of good water quality. And Duke Power, which you guys remember, Duke gave us a grant, right? For some money. Duke is already committed to having some of their forest people there, forest rangers, at our Friday event to do a tree ID program. Matt, refresh my memory again, what's that, the exact?
On the billboard stick?
The Biltmore stick. Thank you. You guys that know anything about forestry know what a Biltmore stick is? Okay, a Biltmore stick, a lot of kids have this in high school too. They teach them, take this stick and back off 16 yards and hold this thing up. You can tell the size of the tree, how old it is. You can tell how much timber you're going to get out of that tree, because the purpose of it is for harvesting lumber. So Duke has volunteered to come and send some of their foresters to help us teach that. So this is going to be broken up into 3 different groups.
How old are these kids?
They're all high school on Friday. So the high school kids get in the water with, really participate with wildlife and with Park Service. And on Monday is middle school students. We don't try to mix them just because of the age, So the middle school students, a lot of them are so petite, we don't let them get out in the water as much. Some of you guys know that some of those portions of, East Fork of the prone can get a little deep. Those kids are so petite that they just can't make it in that. So it's a little easier to supervise the middle school than it is the high school kids. So I really need some help on Friday.
You know, the whole purpose of this day really was for the students to release the trout that they've been growing in their
Correct.
tanks into the water. And then those of us who've been there before will go there with our waders because we're in the water making sure the children
Right.
don't have any problem. But then we also need assistance because we'll be cooking hot dogs and hamburgers and
Right.
providing lunch for the students. So all of that's going on, and I'm not sure how we're going to fit all of those students
Yeah.
in the space that we would normally
We-
need. So
Last year, we had lunch in shifts, and it worked very, very well. So we have a nice grill. The club owns a very nice grill. We use it up there, and it'll turn out some hot dogs and hamburgers really fast. So we have done very well with that for the last couple of years.
and along those lines, if you know anybody that can help provision us with hot dogs or hamburgers, we do get some donations, but we still have to subsidize it. So,
Right.
you know,
Pepsi, I have a friend who's the manager at Pepsi over here in Winston-Salem, and he gives us drinks. He has for years, and hot dogs and hamburgers, Schuler Meats in Thomasville donates about 40% and discounts the other to us. Besides that, we've been purchasing everything on ourselves. So anyway, we're going to try to get out and beat the bushes with that a little bit. But anyway, anybody that can tell me now that can help us out on Friday? Rusty, Jerry, Matt, anybody else? We need quite a few people. Duke Energy is going to have at least 5 people there. We would love to see a showing of Trout Unlimited people. Okay.
Michelle, excuse me, we can put this on, on the web and then sign up on the web.
Thank you so much.
All of this is, I can't do that, but I can.
Well, there's
One second, Donnie. Michelle?
All that information that they just spoke about is on the web, it's on the Trout in the Classroom page, and there is a request information volunteer form there that will go directly to Don. So you can fill that out and put in the comments that I'd like to help, you can do it that way. That way you have the dates and the times and kind of what the needs are, like hamburger buns and chips and volunteers, but you can find that on the website as well.
And let me just say, that actually, I had people sign up for Blossom through the website. And that was great because they signed up, they knew what was going on, and I had an email letting me know what was happening.
works very well.
One of the things that Don didn't mention, that was a $3,500 grant. And do we still have the film on the website? The Channel 12 segment, it was on the website for a while.
Yes, and it's in the social feed. If you go back through and look on our page, it should be there, and the link on the, all the links is there too. It's on the Trout in the Classroom
No,
project.
so you'll see Don and the people, Jimmy Flake from Duke Power presenting the check. So, thanks, Don, thank you very much, great. Moving, yes, sure.
Guys, I forgot one very important thing. On the last thing that I was talking about, I just need a show of hands. Dessert. How many of you would like to have it? It's banana pudding or peach cobbler? Banana pudding, raise your hand. Banana pudding, banana pudding, banana pudding. Peach cobbler. It looks like peach cobbler.
Thank you. Okay, moving right along, let's see. Matt, any announcements about membership?
Just want to let everybody know, so far we have 413 active members. And once again, I'm doing it down, I'm calling people that do not have emails. We have 89 members without emails. I'm assuming that most of the folks in this room have received an email message about the meeting. If not, I need your email. And if you know any members out there that have been receiving postcards, let them know that I need their email so that we can reduce the cost. It does cost to send out 89 postcards at 35 cents postcard. But, I'm going to stay on that about every meeting. Also, interest cards, I have those up here. If you haven't filled one out, we're still taking these. The interest card pretty much lets us know that what you would like to participate in the group, and what the type of activities or programs you would like to receive from the group. So if you have time, just please fill those out and give them to me. We're just keeping track of that so we can monitor people's interests and schedule better programs. Also, I wanted to let everybody know that, of course, we've been talking about the new website, and one of the things that we're doing is we're creating some small business cards. We're going to print some of these up, no cost to the club, and so that you can put a few of these in your pocket. When you're on the stream and you meet people on the stream, and you tell them about TU, you tell them about Blue Ridge, you can hand these out. They're not coded on the back, so you can write little notes for them, and direct them to our website, and let them know, what we're about, and what information is out there. Also, while we're up here, we still have a few T-shirts behind Don left. I want to point that out. For $15, proceeds go to the club. Uncle Sal on the back. And that's all I have. If there are any questions on membership, just let me know now or after the meeting. Thank you. Thank you, Ron.
Anything, Michelle? Michelle, anything on the website?
I don't think so. I try to keep it up to date. We've got some new activities. There's a film tour going on that's been added. The regional meeting in May, I believe, has been added. I'll be adding the information for the stream cleans since that's new. Just got the information yesterday, but I keep the events current, so anything that I know of going on, or if you know of something that I don't have, let me know. Down at the bottom of every page is a button you can click, and you can fill out a form or direct an email to me and send me information that you need to know. I think that's it.
Good, thank you, Rusty. Anything to add to that?
If you haven't gone before, coming up in May, the Southeast Regional Rally, more information will be on this. You get a bigger picture of what we do at a little bit higher level. If you can, I encourage you. It's in Roanoke this year. It'll be at the Sheraton Roanoke. All the information on the details is on National's website now. Just released this week. Sort of working on working. Should be a good meeting. Or go if you can keep it together.
All the links to that are on our website too.
Really, there's just a whole host of information on there. You can you go on it for a little bit. You'll be there for a while just looking through it because there's just a lot of information. Okay, program committee, Ken Hughes.
You all know what we're talking about tonight with False Albacore, with Arthur Dale here. Next month, we're going to have Dr. Peter Braff talk about what to do when that happens, when you're out on the stream. It's a little bit about safety while you're out there, how to deal with some of the common things. Basically, just so when you're out there, most of you are seasoned vets when it comes to fly fishing, but you might be taking a lot of people out there who might get themselves into trouble. So what to do when that situation occurs. So if you have any ideas about some of the things that you'd like to see discussed there, we're going to cover the basics. Hypothermia, how to remove a hook from your finger, or your friend's ear. Or but if you have anything that you'd like to see, what we're going to do is we're going to create a way for you to interact with that. So get yours met. We've got plans for some upcoming meetings, and if there is anything at any time that you would like to see that you've seen before or something brand new, feel free to pull me aside and let me know, and we'll find a way to make that as one of our next meetings.
Rusty spoke to Stuart.
Yep.
And Stuart's going to, we're going to get him on our calendar. Stuart, the owner of the Arvis Fly Shop in town.
Yeah.
So again, if you fill out those interest cards, not only will it help us to know what your interests are, but maybe find out what the whole group might like to see as as a program. And since you mentioned veterans, our Project Healing Waters group is in its 3rd+ year. We had a meeting of new members a month ago, this coming Thursday. We have approximately 24 veterans now that have signed up for the program. From when we first started, we were about 8. And we have about 25 volunteers who have signed up to help us with the veterans program. We have a slate of fishing opportunities for them. We're having our first meeting, or not our first meeting, we're having another meeting at the Elks Club this Thursday. You're welcome to come if you're interested to see what's going on. But there's going to be an overnight fishing trip coming up. And why don't you tell them about it? Was it 20, I forget, at the end of this month? Tim, if you would mind mentioning that.
Overnight fishing trip?
Isn't that the overnight?
Which
Yeah, there's several.
Several.
Yeah.
This weekend, we're having Marathon Madness.
Oh, that's right.
Which is, the vets are going down to the Peckman Center near Fayetteville. And it's an all-day instruction in fly tying, but they've also got their own fishing pond there. And some of the vets and I are going a day early because the Fort Bragg said they'd give us a tour of the facility if we would show up at 9 in the morning. So we're going to get the full VIP treatment at Fort Bragg. So, and then we're going to be all day at the Peckman Center.
And for those of you who don't know, again, Tim is really responsible, along with Rusty and several others, for fly tying classes every Wednesday morning at the Polo Center. And it's been very well received by a lot of people. People are preparing them for the Marabou Madness, so we'll see what happens with that. But again, thanks for all your efforts along those lines. I did say that there are several overnight trips that are planned for the vets, and several day trips as well. So that program is moving right along. As a matter of fact, Roy is in Florida now with Project Healing Waters program managers from, I believe, all over the country discussing the programs.
Hey, Ron?
Yes.
I joined the group when they went up to Little River a couple
yes.
weeks ago, and I was one of the last people to leave, and one of the vets was also there getting ready to leave the same time as I did. Evidently, he was from Charlotte, and he asked me if I was a member of the chapter, and I thought it was nice. He was so grateful for what we do as a chapter with those guys. He said they weren't getting much support, much help from anybody down in Charlotte, and he just couldn't thank us enough for what we do for that group.
And one of the interesting things, having been with Roy and starting this group 3 years ago, the most rewarding thing is to go out watching the veterans fish now by themselves and not having to worry about, even though we're there to help them, they can go there. Annie probably was the last vet who, who fished. Anyway, so that's enough about the Project Healing, but that's going very, very well. For the good of the club, anybody have anything that they want to say before we bring up our speaker? Anybody want to get a song and dance? Okay. Well, thanks for all your interest. Thank you for coming. Tell your friends about the next month's meeting. Look on the website for directions and where it's going to be.